Glamorgan set off on the road to Lords by opening up their Royal London One Day Cup campaign with a comprehensive 7-wicket win over Middlesex at the Swalex Stadium in Cardiff, their target reached with 82 balls to spare. Mark Wallace won the toss and decided to bowl first on another gorgeous day in South Wales, and Michael Hogan bowled Darwin Milan 5th ball, the batsman out for a golden duck with a bad misjudgment. Middlesex had to wait until the 5th over to score their first boundary as Nick Gubbins took on Hogan. Indeed, only 27 runs came off the opening 8 overs. Chris Rogers fell in the 9th. He badly mistimed this shot and chipped the ball to David Lloyd at mid-on to go for 13. Owen Morgan then gave Hogan his 3rd wicket with an edge behind to Wallace on 4 to leave with his side in a bit of a mess on 33 for 3. That became 53 for 4 as Ryan Higgins also fed the wicketkeeper a catch as Dewey Penryn-Jones struck with his 8th delivery in senior cricket. The 19-year-old only bowled 3 overs, which cost 22 runs, with Gubbins taking him on with this 6-over deep square. It was one of the few bright moments in the Middlesex innings, however. Gubbins had made 38 out of his side score of 76 when he nicked off to Dean Kosker, who delivered a very mean spell. The visitors needed someone to play an innings of note, and momentarily the informed John Simpson looked as if he might be the man. This shot carried the distance, but then the bowler Lloyd, another one-day debutant, wreaked his revenge as Wallace claimed his 4th catch inside 24 overs. The 22-year-old Lloyd had a wonderful spell. 3 balls later, Toby Rowland-Jones edged low down to Allenby, and the two combined again as the youngster claimed a 3rd wicket in the space of 9 deliveries by removing Tim Murtagh. Middlesex were in a hopeless position on 90 for 8 only halfway through their overs, and it took an excellent 9th wicket stand to see out the remaining 24 overs to give them anything like a total to try to defend. Middlesex have been poor in the shortest format this year, and the hangover of their T20 campaign appeared to still be with them. At least Neil Dexter and Stephen Finn, who made a one-day career best of 42 not out, were able to apply some medicine to remove the headache for a while. They did well to bat out the innings in adding 84 runs, Dexter making 43 as his side ended on 174 for 8. Kosker's 10 overs costing only 19 runs. This was the same pitch which had been used on the previous night for a T20 game, which had seen the Welshmen keep Gloucestershire down to a small score before overtaking it with bags of time to spare. And the same happened here as the surface appeared to flatten out as this match progressed. Allenby and Jacques Rudolph had 50 runs on the board with few concerns in the opening 10 overs of the reply, and once they both got in, the result of this match became a foregone conclusion. Glamorgan were beaten finalists in the 40-over tournament last year, and they were on their first few miles on the road to Lords again without really breaking into a sweat. Both batsmen eased to their 50s, this one of the 7 fours that Allenby struck in his, which came off only 58 deliveries. Rudolph needed 74 for his, an innings containing 8 boundaries. It looked as if this pair would take their side all the way over the line, as they eventually took their partnership to 136 in 26 overs, which left only another 39 to get. It was that one-sided, as the Welshmen pretty much dominated throughout. A gloved pull off Finn brought about Rudolph's dismissal on 61, which at least meant that Middlesex avoided the embarrassment of a 10-wicket defeat. In fact, they grabbed 2 more wickets soon after. On 70, Allenby lobbed Ravi Patel out to Rowland-Jones at long off, and the talented spinner also removed Murray Goodwin, who found Milan at mid-on to go for 6. 3 wickets had fallen in 5 overs for 17 runs, but it was all too little too late for Middlesex, and Wallace and Chris Cook then guided their side over the winning line in just the 37th over. It was a stroll really for the home side. They won by 7 wickets with 82 balls to spare, an ideal start for last year's beaten finalists, who now travel to Guildford to meet Surrey on Sunday. Middlesex were a big disappointment, but will hope to turn the corner with a home game against Warwickshire at Lords on Sunday.